This is USFCougars.com with number 7 and 9th ranked University of Sioux Falls head football coach Jed Stugart. Today the rankings, the second of two rankings came out, Jed. You moved up to number 7 in the D2Football.com poll. You're number 9 in the AFCA coaches poll. The first time you're in the top 10 since last November. What does that mean in terms of your program?
Well, it's a good mid-season report card. We kind of look at it that way. It doesn't guarantee a playoff. It doesn't guarantee anything. And so we're proud of being included in that list. And it's good for our program. It's good PR, those types of things. And it's a good accomplishment for our players. I think trying to stay away from just coaches speak here. Obviously, it doesn't really matter, though. And I like our perspective from our team's sake that they get that. We're just, it's 421 this week. We got to get our 421st win. That's all it's about. We don't post those up in our locker room. We don't have it. I didn't even bring it up yesterday in our meeting where the rankings are. We're trying so hard to just keep the kids focused on another really good South football team in Southwest. And so, but man, you can't help but be proud of your players. So just kind of look at it like a good mid-season report card, and now you learn from it, you throw it away, and you move on to the next one.
One of the mid-season things that have happened, it just happened this weekend. You guys won for the 4th time in 5 games in the Key to the City. You defeated Augustana 35-20, a very good football game on both sides. Talk about what you did right and how you feel about that win after it's all said and done.
Yeah, it's fun to sit down on a Monday before the game and write out your objectives and your game plan and what you need to take away, and then to see our kids execute that. Give Augie a lot of respect. Offensively, they've had some incredible numbers, yardage-wise and points, and so for our defense to rise up, we felt like we needed to kind of be physical with the receivers in the game. Disrupting routes and those types of things, and try to contain Trey Hyde. He's too good of a quarterback to just let him pitch and catch. And so, great strategy defensively of just kind of defending and getting in the way of some of their throws and stuff like that. And then the D-line to contain Trey as much as they can and not let him get out and make plays with his feet, which he still did a few times, but it wasn't near the number that we'd seen coming into the game, and get to him a little bit. So 6 sacks on the day is a great thing against a kid like that. And then, of course, offensively, to stay patient with the run game. We felt like they did a good job of taking Luke, really handling Luke a little bit in the run game. Luke wasn't able to get out like he's done in the past, so they put a lot of emphasis on stopping him. But, we were able to stay patient, and Max and Justin were able to kind of pop through a few times and extend drives with first downs. And I give a lot of credit to our offensive coaching staff to stay patient, because in the first half they were doing a good job of stopping our run game a little bit, and so we made some adjustments at half and were able to just kind of win the line of scrimmage and get some first downs running the football. And then, of course, Luke, kind of seen the Luke of old a little bit, where he had more of a complete game passing-wise, and so I give a lot of credit to our staff and getting these guys prepped and ready to go for obviously an intense football game.
Yeah, Luke had a really good game in terms of his decision making. He had a big touchdown run, and then he made plays on the move. And then Max Mickey, who continues to lead the nation in yards per carry, he's 3rd in rushing. But what coming in as we transition into Southwest Minnesota State, you guys lead the nation with 562 yards in total offense. You're 3rd in rushing. Well, Southwest State throws the ball a lot. They're in top 5 in passing, and they are, I believe, number 3 in total offense. So you have another big offense to challenge you this week.
It doesn't get easier at all on our schedule, and I always look at dissect the program's culture. What do you have to try to attack and try to contain. And so, Corey Sauter's done a heck of a job there. Really good offensive mind and runs a really first-class program. So, number one, that means kids are playing hard. They buy into their system. They believe in their system because, I have a lot of respect for that staff. And so, again, defensively, you got to try to just take away the big play. They're not a team that's going to try to strike you downfield all the time because they're very prolific in what they do, and they get first downs, and they've got a good operation. So you have to, you can't get frustrated with an offense like this because they put up an ungodly amount of numbers. And so you have to understand that an offense like this is going to get first downs and they're going to make some plays, but you just got to kind of you got to stay patient, not get discouraged by that. And so that's again another offense that will really test our defensive backfield, and also from a pressure standpoint up front. They get the ball out of their hands quick, in the hands of their athletes, and so we might not get to them a lot, but we can pressure, we can make them feel uncomfortable. And then when we get in some long yardage throws, be able to get to him and maybe have a chance at pressuring him and hurrying the throw a little bit. So another big test defensively, and then offensively, sticking with the game plan of just trying to keep the ball out of their hands. I really liked our time of possession last week against Augustana. We've got to try again to keep the ball in our offense hands and get first downs. And so we're gonna keep trying to run the football and do what we're doing there. And but as that becomes more, teams are seeing that, they're obviously going to devote more attention to shutting the run game down. That hopefully gives Luke some opportunities to make some plays with his throws like he did last week. And so that's a little bit what we have to do. And it's going to be another great environment, and especially for fans that like offense and like points and those things. Hopefully it's not as a shootout. Coach wants it a shootout, but it'll be a good display of two good offenses and scrappy defenses.
Coach, thanks. Good luck this week. Fans, the Cougars will play the Mustangs at 6 p.m. on Saturday. It is Cougars homecoming, and they play at Bob Young Field again at 6 p.m. So come out and support the Cougars. Thanks, Jed.
Thanks, Dan.